What's up, miscreants? Back in ALS for more One Piece characters. Garp this time. Yeah, he's putting up some big numbers. He's kind of expensive though, so bit of a downside. Obviously, no big things here, other than, I guess, ugh. Uh, Starting off, cannon shot, you could probably have this one on auto. It's 5 times his damage, applies detonation and crippled, probably off of that multiplier. 10% chance to crit off of that. 10% chance to crit. If he crits, 10 seconds off the 100-second cooldown. So, I mean, it's a good ability. You're just going to be using it a lot, spamming it all the time. Everywhere, every day. So, I mean, it's not bad, it's not good. It's very, very middle-of-the-road ability, very common spamming ability. Glorious Nebula, we'll get to that. We'll get to Glorious Nebula later. Galaxy Breaker, every 20th enemy that enters Garp's range, he deals 25% more damage per second, up to 250% of his total damage. 40% more if another passive is active, which we'll get to later. After the final second, deals an additional 1.5 times damage to enemies in range and applies crippled. It's 3 times his damage if Armament Hockey is active, which we'll get to later. 20th enemy survives, he gains for 15 seconds crippled, more crit damage because he really needs that, and a little more range. So generally this is just a nice little ability, very good little DPS up if you really need it. Restrictive power, Gerp's crit chance cannot exceed 15% chance, and he just gets a stupid high crit damage, so on the off chance he crits, it's really good. Whenever he uses one of his abilities, like I said, you're going to be spamming one every 100 seconds or so, it'll apply stun. He gains more crit damage, again, because he just is always in desperate need of that. More range, reduces the SPA, and instantly turns this back on, which is super strong, because there's no real cooldown on it. So you're going to be having this one active a lot, which is very powerful. Finally, Armament Hockey, every 20th enemy that enters Garp's range, it will give him better ability cooldown, slightly more damage, and a little more crit damage, but most of the buffs for it come on here. So, yeah. Now, Glorious Nebula is his big boy ability. It's the thing you've probably seen in the Discord or anything like that. You've probably seen it, people putting up like several hundred billion damage because, oh, this ability. Makes his next attack do 1000% more damage. Deal 200% of his buff damage, the damage that it was from the buff, basically. Every 0.5 seconds for 30 seconds, so 12,000% more damage. After all of that's over, he does another 1000% damage based on the original. I think that's 1000% higher than the buffed version. Whatever. Very confusing. Super broken. You have this active. When you activate that, it's going to activate Galaxy Breaker 2, and if you're smart, you'll have Armament Hockey active too, although it's hard to tell when it is and isn't active. You can probably just tell when 50 appears here. Glorious Nebula is stupid overpowered. Very strong, and it is not a one-time use. You can use it multiple times, technically. So go ahead and turn it on, person. Look at that. So, as you can see, super busted. Really good. He has bad SPA, though. I mean, this is a very common trend for units, is the SPA is just horrible. But this is... he's good. He's overall, I think, good, although if infinite leaderboards were still a thing, I think he'd be a lot more valuable. But you can probably pull him out in tournaments and stuff, but I would never really use him in a progressive, really, when he's kind of replaceable by other water units. But it is nice to have such a high DPS water unit on hand, so yeah, that's it. Bye-bye!